Hello friends, welcome back to a new episode of Road to Rank 1. Today we're starting against a 5.8k Terran player, and I actually want to switch it up a little bit, because I'm one of the guys that's known to being pretty standard, and I want to play a couple more slightly aggressive build orders today, as it is Berlingrad as the map. This might actually allow me to do that, get the first gateway on the low ground, straight away go for a cheeky no scout as well, and open up with a zealot before my nexus. So a couple of things here that could give my opponent some trouble. First of all, my initial gateway unit, or my initial gateway unit from the Cybercore, in this case it's going to be a Stalker, will be a lot faster on the other side of the map. But also add on top of that the fact that I'm going to get a zealot in his natural rather quick. Should be frustrating for him. Now, I kind of regret not scouting around my main base and trying to figure out what he's doing. Like maybe he has a proxy Rex over here. That could be kind of painful. I do have to admit that. So I kind of do regret not going there a bit quicker. Probably need to send down a worker slightly faster than my rally. Otherwise, I will not be capable of getting there in time. Yeah, here we go. So we get our little, what you call it, out. Our little zealot out right now, and we'll throw down a nexus straight away after. I hope he doesn't scout. If he doesn't scout, it could be very, very good for me. If he does end up scouting, then my zealot will be a lot less successful, most likely. That's really the main difference, or at least what I believe to be the main difference here. Zealot comes out. We got a couple of workers, of course, for this as well. Now, the beauty of this fast zealot on this map is that I can hide it in bushes if I do end up getting spotted. So we're gonna go here. I thought I said I wanted a stalker. I'm gonna chrono boost out that stalker. Is that a reaper? That's a really fast reaper. This is a proxy reaper. It's kind of bad for me actually. Definitely not ideal. Definitely not ideal. Going to need to micro workers for a little bit right now. Another chrono boost on here. Oh, why are you not upstairs, buddy? Thought I told you to go upstairs. That is a dead one. This means that he's most likely proxying a robo as well. So I don't see anything here. And as a result, I'll get a... what do you call it? I'll get a robo. I think he might just be trying to fly a factory into my main base. That's a move that I've seen again recently. Doesn't quite seem to be the case. Full wall still. Battery on the low ground. Might want to spot around for any potential pain. Ooh, double Hellion, huh? Kinda cool. If he gets the grenade off, that would be very good for him. Does not quite get it in a big way, at least. Okay. Honestly, not the end of the world, though. I'm just going to attack this thing. It's coming in. Yeah. And this is exactly why I went for that very fast robo. So you could say that sending in a worker here is a waste, but it allows me to mine just a tiny bit more. And thus I don't actually believe it to be a waste. He's back home already with his barracks, as we can see. His factory is probably positioned in this general area. And we're gonna head home with our one and only zealot as well. Actually, we might leave it on the low ground. Kind of put it over here. Did I already kill it? I must have not seen it happen, but I bet you it happened. Yeah. He might follow this up with a drop, because it's obvious that he was pushing out some reactor units here. Yeah, he's gonna drop into my main base. We see that happen right now. At the same time going towards my natural. I thought I already pulled these away. That's actually kind of sloppy. This one needs to walk into position right now. Once again, we have two of these bad boys trying to walk in. I think I can get this with a pro pool as well. Yep, I definitely can. I'm super supply blocked, which is not good. But I still think I'm in a fantastic position here. How did I make the read that something weird was going on? Ah, because I didn't see the factory in the wall. That's how I made the read. It was a good read. I'm happy with that read. Really am happy with that read. Now I'm considering going up to 4 gates actually. That will allow me to hopefully get a little more crap. And then maybe even do a counter attack at some point. It's always tricky to get all the mines down. I think I ended up killing 2 here. I didn't lose too much. He still doesn't have anything of value here, by the way. Like absolutely nothing. No base. He's not moving out as of yet either. So far I'm actually pretty happy with how this is going. I can double shot this. And I can double shot this as well. Oh, that's just beautiful stuff. That is just beautiful stuff, my friends. Gonna send a prism across the map immediately as well. I feel like the game is pretty much over at this point. It's a good build order, but it's not a good build order if I open like I did right here. Just getting that scout on the lack of a factory is so freaking big. You cannot underestimate that. Oh, he's still actually going, huh? Surely that's a mistake. I'm going to start marching across the map and going in for the kill as well. Like, we're absolutely going hard right now. No crap. So I'm going to need to blink away from this. I'm here in the shadows. Go here. I kill that. More of a couple more dudes over here as well. Very fast warpins, of course, with that quick rapid fire. Oh. Now I know that he doesn't have any tanks, so just gonna blink on top of this, and there's nothing really to worry about. Game just ends, just now, just like that. Nothing that he can do. Yeah, sniped it. I don't give a crap, buddy. I don't give a crap. GG. Well, complete lack of GG. Get a big win there. I do it again. 9 points in the pocket, up to almost 6-5. And it's a cute build order, but that Zealot actually dealing some damage, some indirect damage, of course. Like he needs, well, some direct damage to the depot, which he needs to repair. He loses a lot of mining time with that as well. And because his barracks isn't at home, he can't get a marine behind that, so that's kind of frustrating for him. Now we get a Protoss that is almost 6.8k MMR. This could be 3 people, Neep, Showtime, MaxPax. I think these 3 are capable of getting this MMR. Maybe DNS is capable of getting an MMR like this as well. I could be mistaken. I want to proxy a Stargate on this map. I feel relatively comfortable on this map with the oracles. There's a lot of dead space everywhere. Feels super nice to fly around with your oracles. Can leave them behind your opponent's natural, which is a huge deal. I could build the Stargate at home, but it's more fun to build it on the map. And the fun thing actually about proxy Stargates isn't that the fact that it's closer to your opponent's base. That isn't what makes them so strong. It adds in, you know, it definitely adds a little bit, but the main reason why proxying a Stargate is so strong is because you can throw it down the moment your cybernetic score finishes. If you were to do this while you're at home, your opponent knows that you're playing Stargate and can try and hard counter you. However, if you do it the way that I'm going to be doing it here, which is just proxying it, your opponent is not aware of what tech it is. And on top of that, your opponent will also start preparing for things that could otherwise be proxied. And that is the real power of the proxy. It is never the individual proxy that is good. It is always the proxy in combination with the threat of other proxies. That is what makes a proxy good. I hope that made some sense. Because in reality, it's a pretty mediocre thing, of course, to have so many assets just proxied out on the map. We're gonna be going over... No, actually, let's do it over here. It's a really nice location. It's like basically built for a proxy. That's what I always feel like. Now, I'm going to try my absolute best to not lose major income from his probe micro. So far, not going too hot. I'm gonna be real with you guys here. That has not been brilliant yet. So we'll follow this up as well with straight away adapt, warp gate. We got a pylon on the high ground. The reason for that is because I want a quick thing in my main base. Or I want the ability to get a quick thing in my main base, what you call it, a quick battery in my main base, if I believe he is playing Stargate himself. Ooh, he's playing one gate, huh? Kind of a wonky build. Don't really like it. See what he gets with his first unit. Oh, so this is MaxPax then, most likely. And he should be, as a result, starting with a Phoenix here. That is indeed what he does. I hope he doesn't wall in time. That would be very cool. If he does wall in time, we're just going to kill this thing. Maybe I can still kill it? No, I can't. It's not the end of the world, really. Get a quick Twilight as well here. Get some of these bad boys out. And we're just going to start our production of units that we like. And these units include Stalkers. They also include other things, but mainly Stalkers, honestly. I really like Stalkers. Don't want to be caught by any type of Phoenixes. I do always want to keep a recall available as well. This seems to be a mistake out of my opponent.
Give us your command. Let us.
Oh, here he's out of position. Good for me as well. He's not paying attention. Oh no, my friend. How unfortunate for you. Well, this one's pretty much set at this point, I want to say. No? He's pretty stuck in that setup, I think.
I am here in the shadows. Cold is
An omen.
you require my skills.
Actually, we're going to hide this for now. There's no real reason for me to show it, I think. It's not any reason, not a good reason that I can think of. This is more damage than I should be taking. Did I kill that? I think I got close at least.
I am here in the shadows.
Not ideal. My splits have been very subpar so far. Do have to admit that as well, huh? My army splits.
I am here in the shadows.
Research complete.
We
Maybe we can do this, maybe we can't. I'm never so sure about it.
Not enough minerals.
Going to go into the main base, put one of these down.
You have not enough
See if he has a anything extra. He hardly has any units. That is kind of crazy, no? Does he have a base here? No, he doesn't. He might be going into invisible dudes.
I am the voice of the cold. We are one with the shadows.
Supply block.
Here in the shadows.
He took a big risk, by the way. Straight up opening up with the Stargate. I don't think it's actually that good.
I am.
You must construct additional pylons. You must construct additional.
Once again, I could be wrong, of course, on that. Just in case it's DT, I want some extra protection. I have like a bit of a semi-wall going on here.
We are one. I am here in the shadows.
You have not enough.
I am here in the shadows.
Should have probably been home a bit faster. Come on, one more blink, one more blink. Oh. Oh, this could have been so good. We could have had it all.
I am here in the shadows.
Rolling in the deep. We probably should have been home slightly faster. I realized too late what was going to happen. It's pretty obvious that this indeed was what was going to happen. That is just kind of dumb out of me, honestly. Like, there was no real reason for me to let it happen. We'll get 2 extra gateways. I still think we're in an okay position, just because we had pretty decent eco. But we might end up losing a bunch of structures on the map. He already has charge as well, which is painful for me.
Our pylon is under attack.
Do I want charge here or no?
Our pylon is under attack.
Yeah. Charge and Temple Archives definitely is going to be the way forward. For me. Oh, he's coming already. Oh, dang it. Yeah, okay, we're in trouble. I'm super supply blocked again. That is just great stuff. I really believed I was still in a fine spot, but now I don't think so anymore. If it wasn't for my supply block, I still would not have been in a great spot. If I would have realized though where he was coming from, I could have been in a somewhat okay spot. I actually believe that. But now, yeah, okay, I'm actually super dead. This game really should not have gone this way, I think. He already had +1. I was a bit late with my upgrades, but his worker count sucked. He was super all in with this. He played super risky in the early game as well, which upsets me, obviously. So let's just go over this game real fast. So he gets straight away a Stargate, which I do end up scouting. He's playing 1 gate. Like in this case, I think if I'm playing something like a proxy robo or just a fake pylon proxy, and he opened like he did right now, I think he's just in a world of trouble, no? I don't understand how he can hold anything. Like he would open up with either Oracle or Void Ray if he doesn't have the info. This build seems extremely unsafe. He's kind of playing like it's before the patch still. Back then he would always wall in front though. But now that's really not viable anymore. I mean, we're equaling workers, even at this point. Equaling workers. I have slightly better production because I have 1 more gate. And hitting this one is really big. This cost him a lot of money. Like probably 200, 300 minerals or so. But I do end up getting a little bit of damage because I split my army improperly. I had weird control groups here. I should have... yeah, no, I should have done that different. That was stupid. That really was dumb. Not sure why I did that. Because I'm not supposed to lose every single... Like, he's not supposed to be allowed to use all of his energy right now. My pylon placement so far was okay. So there's nothing to complain about that. This also is bad. I mean, also isn't supposed to happen. It's not the end of the world, but lose another Stalker for free as well. All of this because of kind of bad splits, honestly. He goes into Forge, Twilight Gate. Could I have done something here? 14 Stalkers. Maybe if I blink into the main. I should have seen this. I'm sad I didn't. Then I could have cleared it with my Oracle as well. It is pretty obvious. I'm surprised I missed that. Then this supply block hurt me. Yeah. Altogether, it wasn't a great game, but a game with a lot of opportunities, at least for me. And a game where I could improve a lot. Late on the charge, late on my +1. Yeah, just not the cleanest macro out of me, honestly. That kind of sucks. Because my opener seemed to be somewhat okay, at least, against what he was doing. That makes me happy. I lose 14 points. We'll immediately search another game. Maybe I can get him again and actually take him out. We'll see in game number 3. Okay, now we have Curious Minds. And this is genuinely a map that is very difficult against MaxPax. It's probably his best match. Or his best map. It's a very small map. And you're always allowed to 1 gate expand on it. At least that's what people believe. I'm going to be playing 2 gate on it. So going to try to stop him from one gate expanding. And if he does end up one gate expanding, then perhaps I'll try to punish him. I think that should be doable here. We'll open up with a Robo, do a double Adept drop. And we'll do this from pretty far away as well, right? Like we're not going to be building anything close by his home. That's for sure. Where you go? Here you go. Here you go. I'm even considering doing just a straight up blink attack. That also might be somewhat viable. Just like a 3-gate blink or so. With like a fake proxy. Ooh, I have never done that. How about I try this somewhat new all-in? At least it's a new all-in to me. Actually, that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah. So we'll move out on the map. We're going to proxy a pylon over here. And ideally, my opponent finds my proxy pylon as well. This sounds stupid, but the goal here is to be figured out. At least the first step of the plan. Because then he'll feel safe. And if people feel safe, they start taking risks. And if people start taking risks, I'm going to be in a good spot. At least that's what I hope. That's what I believe. Go into the gas here as well. Just gotta pretend a little bit at least. Like I'm doing something useful. Okay, we have a decent amount of workers. I wish I should have locked him in actually. That's my bad. That actually really is my bad.
You have not enough minerals.
Wait, he's fully walled or what? Stargate, Nexus. Okay, so similar opener to last game. Are we going to move out with our first 2 Stalkers? I'm not so sure about that yet. I am not so sure about that yet. Maybe we stay at home? So he hasn't figured anything out yet at this point. We're going to be proxying a gateway over here. Over here actually. See, I checked pretty much everything at this point. Probably need this as well in my main base. In case he ever gets an Oracle to my main. Probably should have checked if he's getting an Oracle or not. I'm starting to regret a lot of things I've already done this game. Okay, straight Void Ray. No, first Oracle. So he's going to try and get some information from down below. Probably wants to know whether I have an extra base or not, which I currently do not have. You know what the most important thing is right now? It's funnily enough just going to be not getting stasis. As long as I don't get stasis, I think I'll be okay. I really do believe that. He's going to go into my natural right now, spot, so I'm going to meet him with my stalker. Up. Right now he sees this, he's like, wait a second, there's nothing here. That could be bad for me, couldn't it? I say, yes sir. That indeed could be bad for you. He's going over here. So I'm just kind of tracking his path, trying to figure out where he's going with his unit. Or his units. One more! Home run, baby. Home run! There we go. Okay, wanna get one more pylon? And we're just going to blink into him like a complete idiot and try to straight up win the game. That's a lot of crap, doesn't it? Okay, he already used his okay, that building is gone right now. He used the prismatic alignment as well. Can I one-shot? How many do I need for one-shotting a Void Ray? Is it 16? Is it 17? It's one of the two. Surely it's 16. Let's go, baby.
Intriguing.
It was 16.
I'm here in the shadows.
As long as I kill this robo before it actually does anything, would be kind of high test. One, two, one more. There we go. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead, he's dead. Does he know it yet though? He should be able to figure it out right now that he's dead. Hoppa! Yeah, 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 yeah! My game, baby, my game. Woo! That is some beautiful stuff. 31 points in the pocket. And just like that, on his best map, in the matchup he loves, we hit him where it hurts. Oh. It feels very good to win games that you have no business in winning. I think this build, if I get a sentry in there somewhere, you know? If I allow myself to hallucinate in towards the main base, that would be huge. I think that would be super powerful. So we'll see if we can get him again, and then we'll try something along those lines. Here we got Christianer, so another Protoss. A bit of a Protoss party today. Only got a single Terran, and 2 times MaxPax, and now Christianer. Christianer is a player that I do respect, and recently has gotten a lot better as well. Turn on some music, huh? I do like listening to those sweet StarCraft 2 tunes. Yeah, Christianer, a little bit of a genius, honestly. A little bit of a genius. Aggressive, overly aggressive at times. Now, he has one thing that he is quite weak against, and that is the Dark Templar. He actually once complained that the Dark Templar is overpowered in Protoss versus Protoss. And that sounds stupid, but I think he has a point. Getting a robo in PvP really sucks. Like, it really sucks. And if your opponent doesn't get a robo and you're the loser that gets a robo because you want to be safe, life is not good for you. You know what I mean? However, if you don't get a robo and the other guy goes DTs, you lose the game. Does that make the Dark Templar overpowered? No. But does that make the Dark Templar very annoying to play against? Yes. And Christianer does not like playing against it. I think we might have a scenario here where I'm the one that doesn't scout and he's proxying something. And funnily enough, that's a good scenario for the guy that doesn't scout. I believe that not scouting in PvP is underrated. I have a lot of theories that never really pan out, but this is one of them that I truly do believe in. I think it's one of those things that the extra money that you get from it is kind of big. And also, it has advantages against proxies that people are not aware of. One of the advantages is that your opponent believes that you're proxying. So your opponent, like the idiot that he will be scouting the entire map for a proxy that doesn't exist. It's one of the things that I love in life. Is when you don't scout, is the other guy automatically believes that you're proxying if he also doesn't scout you but is proxying instead. That way you have a mental advantage. At least I believe you have a mental advantage. And if you believe you have a mental advantage, you have a mental advantage. That is how mental advantages work. It's the beauty of the brain, ladies and gentlemen. He could be playing something funky here, though. I already played twice against Christianer today, without recording it. I think I won one and I lost one. So, 50-50. This will be the decider in the best of 3 of today, you know? I'm not sure if he sees it the same way. Of course, he doesn't know yet that it's going to be the decider. But after this, I'm not laddering anymore. I know that already. So he still thinks that he might have a chance for revenge. And he might not play his best build order. But me? No, I'm here for the win. I ain't coming back. I'm taking your points. I'm leaving with him. That's just how it's going. Hey, it's funky, isn't it? Not building anything. Oh, he's playing Stargate as well. No, it's very fast blink. Very fast blink. Twilight before... what do you call it? Twilight before Nexus. This is a blink all-in.
Oracle.
So it looks like it's not a blink all-in. And that's the power of this blink all-in. Is that it has the characteristics of a regular build order. These are the most powerful ones. They'll catch you. You know, here you are one day just kind of dreaming about life. There are a couple of things I could do. So I could go for the secretly OP DT,
Let us.
or I could not. I think I'm gonna go for it. No? To me, it sounds like the correct play.
The threads of fate lie bare.
Am I the idiot here? Am I the idiot? DTs. DTs, baby, DTs. He might also jump into my main base, by the way, when I get a pylon over here. Because of that. Yeah, he's going to jump so
Our
hard.
window is short.
Actually, I don't want to show that I recalled it, but it's important that I do recall it, I think.
Extrapolating
And we get
strength.
one over here, and maybe further in the back even. Battery back here as well, I think. Would be useful. Don't forget, we have a massive win condition. A massive win condition. This ain't no regular win condition, my friends. This is a massive win condition.
Here in the shadows.
He's going to be proper upset once he sees it. He hates this unit. Oh my god! He didn't blink in it! He didn't blink in it! Are you joking? This is... I should have built it further forward. Oh, and now he accidentally activates it. This was not on purpose, ladies and gentlemen. He did not activate that on purpose. This is the worst thing that could have happened to me. Well, actually, seems fine. I think I might just be winning anyway. And now, here comes our win condition. Now it's time for our win condition. Of course, he's not aware of our win condition yet. Oh, what a snipe! Here's the win condition. 3, 2, 1, go. Na 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 na. Jimmy Neutron. I don't know the English theme song though. Only the Dutch one. The Dutch Jimmy Neutron theme song was way better than the English one. I already know that. That's a fact of life. Look at him. He's like, man, this is going so well. My life is feeling good. His life is awful. He just doesn't know it yet. Hop. Yeah, he's not paying attention. GG. Yeah. Secretly OP. The sleeper overpowered unit. Isn't that beautiful? The reason, by the way, why I said that this was Oracle was because I saw the Nexus timing and that made no sense. You know? Like, what did I get? Yeah, I got Stargate before my Nexus. So I get Stargate before my Nexus, and my Nexus is faster than his. So I'm like, hey, wait a second. What's kicking off here? Then I check, and he's not consistently building units. This gateway, there's no 6th gateway unit. So I'm like, wait, that makes absolutely 0 sense in that case. So then I know that there's tech. It's weird that he has triple Stalker, because it's difficult to afford triple Stalker when you're playing Stargate often, because that's 300 gas. So you see here, he would not have had the gas for that, especially if you're building a 4th unit as well. So I'm kind of surprised. And then I see the Twilight, I'm like, oh, life makes sense. And you just know that this Twilight, you know, it started before this. Then it can be DT, or it can be Blink. And I have an Oracle, so if he goes for DT, he's pretty dead. If he goes for Blink, well, it's okay. I'm surprised he didn't use that sentry, by the way, later on. Really did surprise me. Like, he could have just scouted, but he decided not to. That was a decision. Could have scouted my my Dark Shrine. Actually, well, it wasn't a decision, it was a mistake. Yeah, keeping the Oracle at home was a good call still. I like that. We're also up like 14 workers. Another thing you can do, by the way, is you can just get a Robo and also win the game. So you just don't get Blink, but the game can get a little weird and a little tricky before you have your Immortal out, because an Immortal is freaking expensive. And it's not as hard of a win condition as, for example, DTs are. Blink also would have been fine, but also not as hard a win condition. So yeah, there's a couple of things you can do. Doesn't matter, I went for DTs. And next time I play against him, he'll be afraid of DTs. So, you know, that is the only thing that I want to get out of it. This unit is secretly OP. Alright, I think that's going to be it for me today. Thanks all so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. You truly value the time we spent together today. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll see all of you next time for a new video. And I'll use this thing as well. Look at me fitting exactly in the frame. Thank you, and bye-bye.